Yes, we're 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock. Whoa, 12 o'clock rock. Welcome back to Trail Tested, everybody. Yeah, we got a special one in here for you today. This is one of my favorite style of e-bikes inside this box, and it could potentially be dual motor. All right, let's get it out of the box, get some specs, and get it to the trail. Let's go. And pow, check it out, guys. We got the HiKeep K6T. This is the 3.0 version 2025, and this is sporting dual motors right here. We have a 48 volt system, 15.6 amp hour battery, but these 750 watt dual motors are brushless, and they peak out to 1500 watts, which combined, well, that's 3000 watts total, which is outrageous. A year ago, if you wanted a moped style bike that has 3000 watts, you're going to be paying over $2,000. Not today, not in 25. Because of July 2025, this bike is only $959, and that's free shipping. Now let's get right into it. The first thing I'm noticing right off the bat is this frame. It is very unique. I really like it. It's a round bar design, no sharp edges or nothing. Easy to grab on and move onto and move it around. And then you come up and grab the seat, and it is the most comfortable seat. It's almost like a memory foam material that they got going on there. Very cool, very cushy. As we admire the seat, we got pow right down there. We got that anodized orange coil spring right there. Very nice looking right there. I believe this reservoir is just a decoy, but nonetheless, you can adjust this coil spring a little bit to soften or stiffen up the spring a little just by twisting that. And speaking about suspension, we'll move right to the front here, and we got that triple crown front fork on here, kind of like a motorcycle style right there. Very nice. Gonna have a little extra travel in that front suspension. Now we got some very nice black spoked wheels, and we're rolling on the Yang Yangs, the Chow Yangs. That's right. I like these tires. I've rode a lot of them. I've had a lot of them. They do pretty good. They wear out pretty quick after a couple hundred miles, but nonetheless, check out those nubbers. Those should hold tight on the trail today. And this bike is equipped with some front and rear mud guards right there. This one has a cool little spoiler, little duckbill on the end there, a little sporty look like a motorcycle. And we'll just keep cruising through here. Right here we got the chain ring. It's a decent size. We'll see how good that does for pedaling on the road. And cruising on back from there, we'll roll right back here and pow, as you can see right on the cassette there, Shimano. We got the good old trusty Shimano derailleur. I've had a lot of these. They do a lot of good work too as well. And we are rocking a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 speed. And right out the box, it is equipped with that derailleur guide on there too. And swinging on down, checking out the pedals here. We got some alloy pedals. Hey, got some nice little teeth, some little grippers in there for the trail. That should hold very nicely to the shoes. I am very much liking the frame that they got going on here. I love the round tubular design. Let's go in for a little quality control, shall we? And coming up here, nice welds. They're pretty smooth. Little beads right there. Nothing bad right there. Cruise on over. Inside here, right at that corner there is a little slag. That's where the grinder couldn't get to smooth that out. Doesn't mean that the welds are bad or anything. A little QC they could have cleaned up on, but not too bad at all, because all the other welds look very nice on this. And swinging on back to the back hub, right back here, check it out. We got the core ride. We're talking hydraulic brakes, no mechanicals on here. We have a 180 millimeter rear disc. Very nice. And we'll swing back up here and checking out the seat here. But wow, look at this tail light. I love it. We'll talk more about this in a sec because I just reviewed a bike with this on there, and I'll tell you more about that in just one moment. And back, we got that seat. Very sweet. I love that. It's like memory foam. Very smooth design. Very nice space up here. You can put some bags, pouches, whatever you need. And climbing up top and pow, we got the handlebars. Now I'm feeling right at home with these. These are kind of like some mountain bike bars here. It makes about a 30mm rise going on right there. And swinging on over to the grips here. They're the ergonomic grips. We got that quarter twist. Ooh, nice snap throttle right there. Ooh, we got a little safety feature. Very nice. And the Shimano 7-speed shifter up here. Crack that freshie off. These are good. They're trustworthy. I've used so many of them and I hadn't had too many problems at all. Coming through, very nice big LCD screen here. We'll power that on in a second. Keep moving on to the control panel. And we got all sorts of buttons we'll talk about in a minute. There's our core ride brake levers right there too. I like them. They got a good reach to them. Perfect. 2 fingers, 1 finger, pow. And to power on the K6, you got a nice little switch right there. You hit that, and you also have a readout right there if you want to check the voltages if it is off of the bike there. With that battery on, you're going to click the key on, and then come on over here, pop that on button right there, and pow! Instantly fires right up. It's about the brightest day you could possibly get outside right now. Direct sunlight, and I can see that LCD perfectly through my naked eye. All right, let's crack into the display here. Very nice looking, very clean, so fresh and clean. Now for pedal assist, you come on over here and we'll check that out right here. And we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 levels of pedal assist. And look at that little guy down there, dual motors. Now you get the option of changing that right there. You click that button 1 time, and you got the rear motor, and you click that and we're back on dual motors. Very cool that you have that option. Now you come through right here and you click the information button, and as soon as you hit that right down there, you get yourself a timer, odometer, a trip, max miles per hour, average miles per hour, and you get that voltage readout. That's huge. I love to see that voltage readout right there. You get the current amp put out and you get your current watt put out. So very cool. You get everything you need to know, all the important information right down there. Boy, I really like this display in real life though. This almost looks like a little phone right there. Very sleek. It's thin too. And check it out. Pow, right down here. You got yourself a little plug-in. You want to run some accessories or charge your phone or camera while you're rolling? You got the option. But scrolling over here, we got the little control panel right here. Nice little trail-friendly horn. We got blinkers, left blinker, pow, right blinker, pow, and we got that headlight. And we got some brake light action too. Very cool. Kind of looks like that guy from Star Trek. Let's get a look at those. Look at that. Very sweet. They're kind of flicking in my camera right here, but they are not flicking in real life. They are just animated going down the line. Such a cool looking front end. Now, if you recognize that headlight and tail light from one of my previous videos that I did on a HiKeep on their cargo bike, well, HiKeep and HiKeep, they're connected. They're actually a brother and sister company, so they share a couple of the same parts, which is pretty neat. So they have a whole line of different bikes, and that's what they do with those 2 different brands there. Now, with the HiKeep K6T 3.0, you get a 15.6 amp hour battery, and they claim range around 35 to 75 miles in that pedal assist mode. For that higher number, of course, we'll put a good testing to that today because we have a good ride to go on. And speaking of safety, we are fully UL certified on the K6 here. You got the key right there. You pop it in there, hit that, and pop that battery out just like that. Bring it inside to charge it. Since we're here, let's check on some specs. All right, 48 volt, yep, 15 amp hour battery, 720 watt hours, 54.6 full charge on it. So very nice, 2025 date on there. Good to see that's a fresh battery right there. And for reinstallation, easy enough, right there, right there, right there, and you got that key. And you are locked and ready to ride. Now, assembly of the K6 was a breeze. It was just like any other bike. You put the front tire on, the handlebars, some pedals, and you're pretty much good to go. They give you some awesome freebies right out the box too. Foot pump, which I used, and it worked great. You get all the tools you need. And if you need a little help with assembly, they actually have some pretty good instructions in here, and it's really readable too. The literature is not broken English at all. It is very simple to follow, so very good on instructions right there. And this frame can support up to 330 pounds, so plenty of room for cargo and weight on that. And those 20x4 Chow Yangs are puncture resistance, so you're gonna have a little resistance against some thorns and nails and whatnot going down the trail. Now, the bike weight is about 45 kilo, so just about 99 pounds, which it doesn't feel that heavy. I'm gonna have to put that on my crane scale and verify that, because it does not feel that heavy. Now, HiKeep claims that the power is so smooth, it's like magic. We'll test that on the trail, but nonetheless, I am way too excited. Let's get a helmet on, some pads, and let's go hit the trail. Let's go. All right, guys, rolling in hot. All right, just so you can get a quick look on how I look on this bike, I am 5'9", standing right next to it. Very nice height. It is below my waist right there. Checking it out. Sitting on the, ooh, nice suspension. Very nice. All right, that's how I look on this bike. We got our gear on and all of our stuff on. Let's go hit the trail. Let's roll. Woohoo! All right, guys, we are saddled up on the HiKeep K6T. Now, first things first, pedal assist 0. We're gonna rip off here, see if we can. Just pedal it in case we get stranded. First gear, second gear, third gear. Sure, you can go a couple miles, no problem with pedaling this, no problem. Just like that. All right, enough of that though. Let's go up to pedal assist 1 real quick here. Oh, a nice little gradual kick of power there. Let's get through these gears quick. 4th, 5th, 6th. Shimano shifting good. And 7th gear right there. Good pedal strokes, that feels nice to me. Let's bump it up one more here. Pedal assist 2. Whoa, there's a little kick of power. Okay, that is those dual motors kicking in now. All right, let's get through this real quick here. All right, pedal assist 2, that's gonna bring us up to about 15 miles an hour right there. Nicely done. Pedal assist 3, another firm kick of power. 20 miles an hour. Pedal assist 4. Wow. All right, we got to ease back a little bit on the trail. This thing wants to take off. I didn't even get to top of pedal assist 4 there before we had to hit the brakes. We'll have to finish that on the road quick here. All right, pedal assist 4. Holy smokes, this thing boots. My goodness, 24 miles an hour right there in pedal assist 4. All right, we'll get to pedal assist 5 momentarily here, because this thing wants to go, and I mean, it really wants to go. This thing's got the juice. I've never ridden a moped style bike this fast before. That is really exhilarating right there. All right, first thing I'm noticing is this display. I'm not kidding you. This is the nicest, cleanest, brightest display I've ever seen on a bike at this price point. Almost, this might be the nicest display I've ever seen, next to one that I've tested on a Varla before. Beautifully done. All right, let's see what that pedal assist 5 is all about, and go for a quick little top speed test. Not an official one yet, but a quick top one. Once we get to the end of this little 1/8 mile drag, we'll hit an uphill and we'll keep it pinned there. But all right, pedal assist 5, without any further ado, here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, it's burning out. That front end picked up and I was leaning forward to 25, 28, 29, and just about 30 miles an hour right there. That is the quickest we ever got to the end of that street. We're going uphill now. And there is no slowing down up that hill whatsoever. Very impressive. Let's just run it back down the hill real quick to see if we can get above that 29 miles an hour. Just like that. 30, we got 30 on the dash there, 30.4. Very good speed. That initial torque and that takeoff is amazing. I don't know if you can see that or not, but this thing left a straight up skid mark right there. Oh, awesome. This is gonna be a good day right now. And guys, you got a little buddy you wanna take for a ride? Sure enough, you can fit him. Let's go. Now, we're gonna be doing a good range test for this bike because this is a dual motor bike with 3,000 peak watts and it only has a 15 amp hour battery. That's not very big in reference, but I think it's enough to get us around town and have some extra battery life, even when we're ripping and dipping on that throttle. All right, we're at 27 miles an hour. We'll bust the hands off. Oh, very sturdy bike. I'm trying to shake it myself. No death wobbles. Awesome balance. Go for a little suspension test. Oh yeah, very soft. I was expecting a loud clickety clack right there. I don't even have time to talk about it. We're already halfway up Cemetery Road. This thing is burning. Wow. All right, get on the brakes a little. Holy crap. All right. Typically I have time in between to talk about the suspension and that bump. Nope. This thing took me and sent me up that hill at record speed time. Man, absolutely dominating. That front fork wasn't even fazed by that huge dip at 25 miles an hour. The back suspension, it's got a little travel. It's got a little spring to it, maybe even a little pogo effect, but I like that. It's better than nothing. All right, let's keep going. Oh, the front end picks right up if you give it gas. Caution. All right, we are gonna blast down here. We got a 90-degree turn coming up right now, and we are gonna hit those brakes, get on that, and check those chow yangs out. Oh yeah, those chow yangs held good. They hold really good in those turns. And back on it, full throttle. Oh, God, you gotta let off. This thing is cooking. All right, we're in pedal assist 2. Nice trail-friendly speed right here. You got a little bit of noise coming from the hub motors. They are brushless. They like to make a little whine, but I like the sound. Kind of sounds like a supercharger. Having those dual motors, I'm impressed by the balance. I mean, we'll go over a bump right there. There's just no lack of balance at all. Very sturdy bike. Now, as far as the cadence goes, it's about 1.5 strokes to get it going, which is good. That is a safety feature I've learned over the years of testing these bikes. You don't want that cadence to pop on instantly because that will get you in trouble on the trails for sure. All right, guys, I'm a big fan of this seat. I'm bouncing on it right now, and my bum feels good. It is very plush. Nice seat there. And the seating positions are the best on these moped styles with these banana seats because you can sit all the way back if you want and cruise and relax. And you can sit forward to attack those trails, put your elbows up and start ripping. Very sweet. That's what I love about these bikes so much. All right, guys, we are 4 miles in. I forgot to turn on my Strava, so I'm going to keep track of all the range and speed we're doing here. So stay tuned at the end and I'll show you how far of distance we get for our range here. Now, I'm actually a big fan of these brake levers. They look just like the ones on my E-Moto, on my Teleria. Very nice. I like looking down and seeing these core rides. Those are pretty sweet. Now, on a previous bike I just reviewed on the HiKeep cargo bike, they had their back brake on the opposite side of the throttle. This bike, the K6, they did not do that. Naughty, naughty. I'd really like to see that back brake on the opposite side of the throttle. That way, if you need to come up for emergency lockup, skirt, you're not going to pull in on that front brake and go right over, possibly wash out, because these brakes are good. Personal preference, but I would like to see that rear brake on the opposite side of the throttle. Now, it is nearly 90 degrees here today, so that's going to be a good stress test on the motors and controllers to see if there's any overheating issues, because it is hot out. Now, if you purchase this bike, it's going to come locked at 20 miles an hour. It's very easy to unlock it. All you got to do is hold this brake in, hold the throttle fully pinned, turn the key on and turn it on and hold that for 20 seconds. And that will get you unlocked to that 30 miles an hour. If you want to watch a video on that, HiKeep's got a YouTube and they got a lot of good demonstrations on there about these bikes and how to change and fix some things. So go check out their YouTube channel. As far as the gearing goes on the Shimano and the cassette, you got about 20 miles an hour, and then any after that, you're about ghost pedaling. And that's typical for these bikes. All right, guys, we're about 5 miles in. I love that they show you the volts down here. We're idling at about 50.2 volts. So this thing's doing decent. It's not drawing too much power. And then you check that information, you got your amps, and it shows me my watts down there. Check it out once we get into some power. 170, 125, times that by 2. So yeah, 500 watts, just cruising nicely. All right, we got a nice steep hill coming up here. Let's just go pedal assist 5 and fully spins out. Oh man, I thought there was a hill right here. I do not see a hill or feel a hill. What the heck? That's at least 10% is the steepest grade right there. Conquering it. Let's test the stealth mode at HiKeep right now. We're pulling up on some gophers right here. See if they even see us. Nothing. I'm sure he's going for that double bogey right now. He is looking serious. All right, we'll sneak out of here real quick. So cool. Best thing about these bikes, they're just quiet. They're silent. You can get anywhere and do anything. Just watch your manners and respect your neighbors. Okay, let's throttle it up this hill and see if we get a little bit of voltage sag coming up on the battery bars here. Yep, you got your typical little bit of voltage sag there. No worries when you see that go down. It will always go back up. It's just the battery outputting power. As we release off the throttle, it bumps right back up there. All right, we're entering Peters Hill. We had some serious rain here last night. So look at that, we already got some trees down right there. I do not know what to expect, but we are here to conquer it either way. Let's roll. All right, blasting up the trail. Huge water tower right there. All right, we're gonna run a nice little agility run here and see how these brakes and handling, tires and suspension do. Here we go. All right, coming through this first corner, blasting it hard. All right, we're gonna stay tucked. Watch out for the bunnies. Watch out for the wildlife. Wow, and blast on full speed right there. Hydraulic brakes, full effect. Very nice. Very smooth braking right there. Hit around that corner. And there we have it. Very good. Absolute domination from the HiKeep. This thing is tearing it. All right, now it's time to really put the power down. Let's go get those off-road single track trails and get some riding on here. All right, uphill time attack time. Pedal assist 5. Steep uphill, lots of turns. And that will never get old, that front wheel spinning out. And we're at 20 already going uphill. That is a record for that turn right there. Dipping in, full power. Man, this has more power than my 110 does. Wow, yes, flying, okay. Nice throttle response. As soon as you get on that throttle, it is pretty much right there for you. Oh yeah, nothing has pulled up these hills like this. This is amazing. Yes, just like that. Instantly back up the hill. Woo! All right, we got a straight uphill going here with a very thin sidewalk. I'm gonna keep my legs on, keep my feet on, and see how this does for agility as far as the throttle response. And oh yeah, see this has a little bit of a shorter wheelbase and I sit low to the ground, so that center of gravity is no problem getting these switchbacks. And the front wheel just peels out. Yes, look at this. Oh, these hydraulic brakes are good. Compared to that, oh man, compared to that last bike, this is freaking sweet. Oh man, full on domination. All right, it is time to hit the off-road. We are in dual motor mode and we have some trails that are gonna be absolutely destroyed from the storm. Suspension test time. I'm gonna be fully on the brakes because this is steeper than it looks. I know you can't see much through this fisheye lens, but we are rolling it. Now, because of the angle of these bars sitting front forward like that, makes it very easy to manage and go through these trails. Oh, a bug just flew in my mouth. These ruts are very deep, huge rocks coming through. Absolutely no problem. Oh yeah, just feathering the brakes, and just like that, we are out. All right, let's go back up the hill though. That's where the real test is, going back up, because it is a very steep, wet, and tight little technical trail. It's like a four-wheeler. It's like a four-wheeler if you got it in four-wheel drive. Yes, look at, oh my goodness. It is making it. I'm gaining speed up this hill. Yeah, it's a little monster truck. Oh my, oh, excellent. Woo, burn up here. Now let's go for a full pull up these pebble rocks, burning out. We're gonna kind of hit the sides there, keep away from the big old tree ruts, and up the huge curb. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Solid maneuvering. That chain never came off the derailleur, very solid there. As you can see, I'm very wet right here and we are mud and slicker. I mean, it is greasy back there, guys. Awesome job, HiKeep, killing it so far. All right, I am very impressed by this bike so far. It is very tame, but at the same time, has all the power if you give that throttle the juice. And these brakes, I am working the heck out of them. Not to mention, it is 90 degrees here today, so everything is heating up and hot. This bike is so nimble. You can really just point your front bars and get to where you need to go. Just like that. And let's see if it's got the power to do emergency turnaround. Oh, emergency turnaround, full effect. Oh yeah, no problem with those turnarounds. Oh, instant brakes. Even on the gravel, those tires grabbed. I didn't expect my rear end to come like that into a nose wheelie. That was epic. Man, I'm cruising in single motor mode right now, and this is still absolutely flying around. Very nice to see. Usually when you kick it into single motor mode on these bikes, look at that, I'm still peeling out. They don't have much, but this one's still got the juice. All right, I'm back in dual motor mode. I'm gonna get a little more speed up for that brake check. This thing did really good. I wanna see what the actual performance of it is. And 3, 2, 1, go. Woo! Yes, that was solid. Safety is key. And check out that skidder, straight as can be. Solid. All right, I think I found a steeper hill. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, we're gonna start midway, halfway down this hill, and we're gonna try to power up it right away. I'm fully on the brakes. I'm pretty much squeezing them pretty good. This is steep. It's deep too, very deep. Oh, I don't wanna go down any farther. Okay, all right. Now to turn this bike around, just give it a little gas, and there you go. Let the motor do its work for you. All right, we are, I don't know, if I were to guess 15%, I don't want to over exaggerate, but this is the steepest hill climb that I've tried. Right, started right in the middle. All right, pedal assist 5, 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, it's going. The motors aren't even like stressing out. They're just pulling in. And we wheelied right up the front of that one right there. Check that out. That is epic. This is absolutely astonishing, especially at the price point. I'm very blown away. All right, guys, I just realized there's this epic grass berm right here that we can ride. And oh yeah, that's too much fun. All right, we're on the road and now we are back on the road. And we're back on the trail. Gosh, that suspension is smooth. I'm digging that a whole lot. Watch out, little bunny. Oh, I gotta watch out for the little critters. They got lives too. Now I'm in dual motors and I'm feathering that throttle. And as soon as you get in there, there is basically no dead zone. You can easily maneuver this thing around. There's no jerking or pulsing or pulsating like I've experienced on some of the $2,000, $3,000 e-bikes. This is very smooth like that, how it runs like that. And check it out, we got ourselves a little baseball field. Come check out the little leagues tonight. Why not? The HiKeep will take you there. All right, we're rolling in. We're about 10 miles into this ride, 76% on those bars. Now with that rear motor only going, can this thing hang? Oh yeah, oh yeah, it hangs too good. Wow, even for having that extra weight up front there, I didn't expect it to pick up like that. All right, here we go. Oh yeah, it's a hanger, all right. Check it out. Yes, we're 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock. Whoa, 12 o'clock rock, almost 20 miles an hour. We're still, wow, this thing is beautifully balanced. Oh, front wheel down at 23. Oh man, that was pretty epic actually. All right, let's get back into dual motor and finish up this range test. So the brakes, the motor power, and the balance has got it going on this thing. That is 10 out of 10 on this bike so far. All right, let's check the easy access on this thing. This is a very, very, very tight little spot right here. And we got the bars through, and we are through. Oh, we found a little skate park action. Let's get a couple little sends in, shall we? Oh yeah, very smooth. Up, all the way up, oh, off the side. All right, we're gonna ramp hard as we can down this bank. It is a very steep tranny right down there, and drop in. Oh yeah, up and over. Oh yeah, get ourselves a little kick turn right here. Very nice. Come on over to the bank for a little skidder. And let's get up on the transition right here. Oh yeah, no problem whatsoever. Now guys, please do not ride like me. I only ride like this to showcase what's gonna shake, loose, shimmy, or come loose before you break or buy this bike. So please do not ride like me. And if you're in a tight space like this bike is easy. It is lighter than you think. Pick it up with one wheel, one hand, just like that. Very nice balance. Now I'm not sure what HiKeep used to keep these grips in place, but this is the first budget bike, under $1,000 bike, that I cannot spin these, especially on my first ride. So that is very impressive. However, those grips are staying on. Usually those twist up right away. All right, guys, we are 14 miles in and we are at 60% still. That is freaking impressive right there. We are ripping this trail too. We have been on this throttle full time with full motors going. All right, guys, it has been an epic journey today, but it is getting way too hot to keep riding today. Hey guys, thank you so much for riding with me. This has been an awesome journey today on the K6T. It is almost 100 degrees now. I am fully drenched in sweat, but the HiKeep has not broken a sweat. I've had no issues coming through whatsoever. The derailleur did its job. Everything held on tight, even through that very rough black diamond trail. Suspension, the forks, I like them. I'm a lightweight rider though, 150 pounds, so they did great for me and my weight. I do wish hopefully the next version we can get some hydraulic or air forks in there. I'll bring up the full range data right now. Yeah, the Chow Yangs did me very good today. Those spoked wheels, no issues whatsoever. Checking out the battery life real quick up on here. We're looking at 14 miles on there, and let's check out the voltages here. And we're sitting at 46.3 volts. So not bad at all for being a dual motor. And I was not a commuter today. I was absolutely riding this like my little pit bike, just ripping around town. So yeah, guys, if you like this bike, I'll have the link below where you can find it. And if I have any discount coupons for you, I'll keep them down there too. But nonetheless, this has been the HiKeep dual motor K6T. Very awesome ride today. All right, guys, thanks a lot for watching. Stay trail happy. Peace.